things that bring you joy. It could be anything. Seriously.
Oh, this one. I'm in need of one soon.
It scratches that itch.
Oh, we're a nostalgic comedy podcast.
The world was ending.
That was
no planner.
So add that to the list.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Gals on the Go podcast. It's Brooke.
And Danielle. We're halfway through December. How crazy.
Stop! Oh my gosh, you just scared me.
I know, spooky.
Oh my gosh, I'm up.
Yeah.
Wow, time is flying.
I know, time is so flying. We love you guys so much. We're so happy to be doing another episode for you guys today. This episode is sponsored.
What? Literally what?
Inspired by.
I was like, this is news to me.
Surprise!
Bring them out. Like
Sponsored by. Oh my god, that's so influencer of me. This episode is inspired by a TikTok trend where people basically share lists of things that make their world a better place.
How sweet.
And it's so sweet. And it's just such a range. It could be a tangible thing. It could be things that they added into their routine, events, all different types of things. And I'm so excited to share our list with each other and with you guys.
Yeah, I feel like this is very fitting, very gals.
Very gals, you know, sometimes you get the seasonal blues. I hope maybe this kind of just, it's just nice to remember the positivity in the mundane, you know?
Of course.
There's joy in the little things, and some of these things are a little bit bigger, I guess, but we're excited. But first, we'll get into our favorite and our rec of the week.
What are you loving right now?
Oh my god. A heat dish. I have a heat dish.
You love this thing.
I love this thing. I guess it's kind of like a space heater. I don't really know the difference.
No.
No. No.
Because I have a space heater, and it's like literally like a little box that like produces heat. Like,
and it's supposed
like
to be through for a whole space-ish?
It's like for a tiny space, right? Like,
Okay.
like I use it in my bedroom when I don't want to put on the big heater because sometimes it gets like too hot.
Right.
Like this is more like if I'm doing my makeup and I want like maybe like a little bit.
Okay.
It's like a small heater.
Yeah. Mine is too then, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I use it as, like, last night I got home. Oh, my sound is on all of a sudden.
Wow. I was like, that's embarrassing.
That's
you know when you have your
really
sound
embarrassing. You're like, oh my, or if you take a photo and it's like, click.
Yeah.
Oh my God. No one needed to know I took a photo.
It's same energy as the flashlight on.
Oh, same energy. It's the worst. But, heat dish. I love my heat dish so much. My dad got it for me last year because my heat wasn't working at first, and I was like, Dad, this is literally so embarrassing. It looks like a big fan, but it's a heat dish, and I since have been obsessed with it. It's annoying because during the summer I need to put it somewhere because I don't use it, but it just feels like if you come in from being outside all day, it feels like you're sitting by a fireplace. I literally turn it on in the morning with my morning coffee, and I put my ambiance, as I was talking about in last week's episode, on the TV, and I feel like I'm sitting by a fireplace, and it feels amazing. You just have to remember to like unplug it, you know.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I don't, you know.
Oh, fire safety, of course. I know. I don't even know if my dad knows I use a space heater. That's like a big no-no. So like, I'm sorry, Dad.
But I think if you use it for little just moments, you know, if you're doing your makeup and you're a little cold and you just unplug it.
Yeah, like kind of times in the day.
The best.
Yeah, that's the difference I think between the dish you have is like it radiates heat, and the one I use, it's like pumps it out, like as like similar to like a heater, like where it's like,
oh,
you know what I'm
that's the
saying?
difference.
Like it's like
we
there's
found
a fan component to it.
Oh, okay, yeah. This doesn't make noise. It literally just like radiates.
Yes,
Of,
I kind of like that though. This one's more like like you hear it a little. Quiet,
so
very quiet.
I get it though. It's like a heater. It's like
It's
a little mini
different
heater.
preference.
Love. What are you loving this week?
I'm loving sweatpants.
Don't we all?
Yeah, sweatpants are all that fit me right now. No, they're not, but they are really cozy and comfy. Aww. I have long legs though. So
you have long, beautiful legs.
Thanks. I do have long legs. So no sweatpants. They always fit me like capris. It's the funny, like yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. We had a thing on the podcast a few weeks ago when it was like that I was wearing pants that looked like because I was wearing those Lululemon joggers that like were like capris.
And we sit here and it's so vulnerable because all your skin's showing.
So I need to get long, but I feel like they don't sell like long sweatpants.
Long neck.
Long neck. But these ones that I actually got in the Hamptons this summer, when we went to the Mad Happy store and I bought like that set.
Oh yeah.
They just so happen to be like the perfect sweatpant. They're long, they're flared, long neck, flared sweatpants.
Never broke Brooke's heart. A musical gal.
Yeah,
a musical.
Well, let me get you the exact name because I know some other gals have this problem too. Or I just feel like sweatpants, like make them longer. Like for the short people, they could be bunched up.
I
looks
want
cute.
them long and bunched. I completely agree. No one's gonna be upset.
Right?
Nobody. And they always shrink a little bit in the wash.
Yeah.
Even if you don't dry them.
Or I think that we should, this is my petition, that we should switch it so that like they're all made longer and then you could buy a petite version if you want. Like
Definitely.
I think the standard should be longer because like more material.
Yeah, like no one's complaining. And if any of you complain, let us know because I feel like we're in the right here.
All right. Well,
I love
anyways,
that.
I'm trying to get the name of them, but they are the classic straight leg fleece sweatpant. And they're warm and cozy. They're just the perfect sweatpant, let me tell you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. It's been a
You
journey.
found your mate. You found your partner.
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
Rec.
and your rec.
Mine is a TikTok / Instagram. Been following her for a while. Her name's Olivia. Her Instagram or all of her handles are OLA Flee, FLEE. Has she come across your desk? I just had to shout her out because she's very Gals in the Go friendly. All pink. Like she is just a pink influencer.
Oh, I love.
And it's so, I mean, she has like a ton of followers. She just does like very aesthetic
Wow.
videos, clean with me, but everything in her videos are pink. Every brand deal she does, like she did something with Hollister today. She's wearing pink Hollister.
She's never come across my desk.
She's incredible. Like she does like the ASMR get unready with me's. But when you talked about Nikki a couple weeks ago, had me thinking, and I was like, wait, I actually love. Like she's very like Pilates princess. Like it's just pleasing to watch, and it kind of makes you want to get off your bed.
Oh,
You know?
I love that.
I just need.
I need that
sometimes a
energy.
little-
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Especially
a
in
great
the
follow.
winter.
Yeah, in the winter, and she's very like cozy vibes.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I think she's a great follow. You won't like regret it.
Love that. I always need a little bit of positivity in my feed, like that kind of
Yeah.
stuff that's inspiring but not draining, you know?
Yeah, it's not like you don't compare yourself. Like I think it's like aspirational.
I like that, that word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your reco?
I feel like I've talked about it before, but Mary Skinner's
Love her.
podcast. Yeah, she's a podcast.
I didn't know.
Yeah, it's called Prologues. She talks a lot about like mental health, and she's like a lifestyle creator, but she's really like deep and thoughtful and has
is.
very genuine conversation. She did a whole episode because like a lot of her stuff is about where she made like a bunch of posts, I guess, last year about like hibernation and how humans should have like a hibernation era, like similar to animals, basically. And they
I
like
love
went
that.
viral and took off. So then she did like a podcast episode about like, you know, your hibernation era, like how to like embrace that. And I've been so about that. I'm like, I'll see you guys,
Yeah.
you know,
get-
Groundhog
that's
Day.
perfect. You're like, say no less.
Yeah.
Like, easy.
And I really, another person that I really like to follow. I feel like she's someone who like actually goes deep, and I just think she's so beautiful. Yeah.
She's so great. Everything she says, I think, turns into gold. Or everything she touches turns into gold. Sorry. Thank you for that.
Of
I
course.
didn't know she had a podcast. That's on me. I'll have to listen.
Yeah.
Well, unless you have anything else, I think we can start talking about things that make our world a better place.
I think we should. So was this inspired by one person, or it's just like a trend on TikTok?
It's just a trend on TikTok. I personally saw our friend Allie DePinto post hers, and she was saying that she saw someone else do it. So it was kind of a chain, but I loved hers. I highly suggest, like Hannah G did one.
I saw that. I started searching for it then after you
Yeah, to
told
get
me.
some inspo.
Yeah.
And I just think you guys will see. If you haven't seen this trend, you'll understand, and it's just going to put you in a good mood.
Yeah. I feel like some of these are like material, but like, you know,
Material
take it.
girl. Remember that was the thing? Material girl.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, so take it with like a grain of, that's how it's supposed to be. Like,
Yeah,
that's
these
the
are
point
just
of the trend. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, obviously the things that make our world a better place, our health, our family, our friends, like,
1000%.
you know, like, that's like truly
Yeah.
what does. Our career, like our job, obviously.
You
You guys always.
This is more so just little fun pick-me-ups, if you will.
Yes.
Pick-me-ups.
Thank you. I love that. Why don't you
Yeah.
kick us off then?
I will. I know this is one that it keeps both of our worlds running. Silent friendship time. One of a couple girls that we were on a Greece trip with a few years ago shared this with us, and it stuck. Having that silent friendship time with a friend is so important, and introducing this idea to friends is very helpful because sometimes you want to hang out with someone and you want to be in the presence of someone, but you just don't want to have the small talk. You don't have anything to say. So sitting with a friend, like Brooke and I love just like being in the same room, scrolling our phones, and every now and then like talking to each other.
Yep.
It's incredible. Or getting to that point in your friendship, or even with family. Like I've started doing it with my mom. Like I just need some silent time. She's like, yes, oh my God, do it. Like, you know, love it. It's really nice to set those boundaries. So you can just be like, hey, like I've been loving doing this thing called silent friendship time. Like I want to be with you. I just have nothing to give. So can we sit in silence together? And like,
Yes.
I don't want you to leave. I want you to be here. Let's sit. And it's changed my life.
Perfect if you have roommates, like introduce this concept early.
Early adoption.
Yeah. you're like moving in with people next year, like be like, start thinking about this now. Yeah.
Because then it's not like, oh my God, she's so mad at me. She's giving the silent treatment. The word friendship in there really helps kind of butter you up.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charges your battery.
Yeah. I think it is the sign of comfortability in a friendship or a relationship with someone. For
Definitely.
sure. Yeah. Changed my life too.
Yeah.
First I have sleeping with an eye mask on. This is something new for me.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Not every night. I will say it's not every night, but like living in New York City, I don't have blackout curtains. Like it's a bright light city. And even just, I don't know. I feel like there's, like a street light shining on your, like if they're
and it's very
outside your window or something.
luxy.
So I love this. I have like a one from Amazon that's like adjustable and, you strap her on. And honestly, sleeping in like total darkness, it's a game changer.
I'm sure.
It really upgraded my sleep routine. I still don't sleep the best when I'm in the city, but I feel like it allows me to be like, I'm off. Like,
No, there are some great eye masks out there. Like the one, I have one from Slip that has like the eye holes. So you're like, if you have like lash extensions or if you have long lashes, it's very comfortable.
Yeah. And I feel like it improves I have the Oura Ring, so I could see like latency is like the time it takes you to fall asleep. And I feel like when I wear my eye mask, I notice my time to go to sleep is shorter.
Oh, I mean, that makes sense because you can't open your eyes.
And it's like just dark. Yeah, almost like the weight of it kind of signals like it's time for bed.
That sounds amazing. I use them on airplanes, but maybe one of these. I have blackout curtains right now, though.
I definitely don't use it every night, but like
no, it makes your world
most
a better
nights
place.
I sleep at home. I use it. Yeah.
Next up, I have finding the perfect everyday tote. I feel like it's fun when you finally find your like tote. I've definitely found mine. It's the Pollen tote bag. They have a ton of great, beautiful bags, and I just get excited because with a lot of the things we do, if we're coming to the studio and then we have something else after, you just kind of need like a carry-all bag. Or I know a lot of people love their like everyday work tote, whatever it may be. And I think once you find the one that just makes you happy and you like how it looks with all your outfits. This is so materialistic, but that's what we're doing here. It makes me happy. I put a little claw clip on the handle and it's just like a whole little.
I love it. I have like my canvas tote. Like I definitely need to get a good every day. I have like my gym bag. I have like all separate bags. I have my gym bag that's like kind of sweaty.
Yeah.
So then I have like I need to get a catch-all. Yeah,
it's exciting when you find that. So that was
I'm on that journey.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like yours a lot. It's very chic.
Thank you. They have other colors. We can match.
Brooke's worst nightmare.
Like, ooh. Got my heart rate up a little there.
All right. This is actually kind of like a Clara Purse inspired thing. It's having travel size minis of my skincare, hair care, like items like ready to go. Yeah. I feel like she posted about this. It's not a revolutionary concept, but I feel like whenever I would travel and stuff, I would be using I would go to CVS and just like pick up whatever they had.
Totally, in their travel area.
Yeah, I'd be like, all right, and it would work, whatever. But then I would like break out or like
off routine.
Yeah, use products that I don't normally use, and I'd be like, maybe I use like the wrong deodorant. I'm like, I kind of smell like,
true.
I'm like, wow, this is weird. Probably because I picked up just like whatever was there, and I know like it doesn't work with me or whatever.
Yeah.
So then I decided to get like minis of most of what's in my skincare routine, or just like minis of products that I know actually do work for my skin, shampoo, conditioner. And since we travel like a good amount, I would obviously gals on the go, but like with being on tour, and I feel like I travel probably more than the average person.
I'd say so.
So just having everything ready to go, like the minis, it is game changing. It makes packing so much simpler. I'm not
amazing.
Over there in the lab getting like, like pouring into bottles that are unlabeled. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, I tried to do that recently. And I was like, I don't remember which one's shampoo, which one's conditioner.
I'm putting like conditioner on my body. Because I'm like, I didn't label it.
It's so true. And it really does last a while. I do the same thing with some of my minis, and then you just have it in like a go-to bag, and you just pull out that travel bag, and you got your mini leave-in conditioner. And you'd be surprised how many brands have minis.
Yeah.
It definitely adds up. Like I remember I was shopping and I was like, oh my gosh. But like I said, it lasts for a while. So that'll be like your travel little bag.
I was like progressively getting them. I didn't do it like all in one swoop. I was like, all right, I'm going to I know that I like the Paula's Choice, like liquid exfoliant toner. So like I added that in. And then,
just here and
the
there.
Moisturizer, like that one, put it in. Yeah.
That's a really, grab
and
things
go.
that change your life. This one, I'm in need of one soon. A once a quarter car jam session where you're belting at the top of your lungs. if you're in a pickle and maybe you don't have a car or you don't, you live in a city, your apartment, it's just a little bit more vulnerable because you have neighbors.
You have neighbors.
But oh my God, when I need like a proper jam. Well, you drive to Brooklyn.
Solo. It has to be solo though, or no, you'll do it with friends?
No, solo.
I was gonna say that's vulnerable. Like it's gotta be solo.
Sorry, yeah.
Oh
solo,
no, of course.
Preferably at night.
Yes.
Driving safely, obviously. But
driver's license.
I was literally gonna say Olivia Rodrigo.
That song specifically.
And like a tear here and there. Just cry because cry because it happened. Wait, smile. Whatever.
Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. Yeah.
Cry because it
happened. Because it happened. You should.
No, yeah. It's just like maybe you have nothing to be sad about. Just listen to a couple sad songs and you'll get in this mode.
I love that.
It's just they just give you this invigoration, and then you sit in the driveway or whatever parking lot forever and just be on your phone and then go inside.
Something about a drive, a late night drive too. That hits. Yeah, I like a solo drive. Love it.
I love it. Never complaining if I'm driving alone ever.
Love that. I love being alone though. I really had that realization the other day. I was just like doing it. Like my whole week, like I had like plans at night and stuff, but we also like work for ourselves, but I was like, well, I'm not really seeing anybody. Like really, I don't have plans with friends, like until Friday. And I was like, I don't care. Like I love being alone. Is that weird?
No, I love being alone. Like I look forward to going back to my apartment and like being alone.
Yeah. Something about it.
Something about it.
Something about it. I've been really enjoying that. Next, walking off dinner.
I love that.
Yeah, I know you like this. This changed my life living in a city that like you're really able to do this. I guess in college kind of we would do it because we eat in the dining hall, whatever. But I feel like it wasn't intentional. Now it's like intentional to the way of like, and I don't mean walking off in the way of like gotta burn off the dinner. It's more so like I ate a bunch of food. Okay, now I need to digest. And for me, I feel like it actually like perpetuates like the conversation. I always used to like doing this after dates or, after hanging out with my friends. I feel like it gives you like a next thing to do. It's like, okay, like we don't have to end the night. Like we could like walk for a little bit, It kind of like prolongs the hang and you digest. I just love it. Like I think that feeling of, how it is after you eat a big meal. You're like, oh my God, now what? The walk definitely helps settle things.
It makes you feel better. Like, oh my gosh, I can't even eat another bite. It just makes you feel like a little bit better. Makes your stomach feel digested. It's the best.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things about
even
like living in a city. I'm like, oh, I could just walk home from dinner. Like it's great.
Yeah, or walk to get ice cream.
Yeah. Oh, walk to get dessert. Yeah, or walk to the bar, get a drink.
It's the best. That's such a good one. I really like that. Next up, making my apartment feel like a hotel. So for me, that's playing like lounge music that you might play in a hotel lobby, having a signature scent, having really nice sheets and towels. Brooke linen, we love them.
Love.
Oh my God, I can't remember her name, so there's no chance I could cite her right now, but she is this TikToker where her goal in life is to make her house feel as most like luxurious, like on a budget though. Like, it's just, it's really cool. Like just everything. I mean, she has... and some things are a little bit nicer, but like, she folds her towels in a certain way.
Oh, I love that.
I know. I'll find it and send it to her. I'll say it in the next episode.
Okay.
But it's just like you live in, that's the same with your girl, Nikki. Like you live in your home, you're in your home all the time. Why not make it the most exciting castle space ever?
I say that as my apartment's like a fucking disaster right now, but
but it's exciting to think about.
No, but I know.
No, mine's a disaster right now too. By the way, there's stuff everywhere because for the live shows and stuff too. Like we have props. And
I know. I have like the stuff that I like need to take to the tailor, but I'm like prolonging that as long as possible.
I know. And then you have to pay like the rush fee, and then
I'm doing it to myself at this point. I'm like, be better. Don't procrastinate.
Be better.
I am.
What's your next one?
Using a legal pad for everything. This changed my life. This is an Eli Rallo concept.
I was like, my mind went somewhere.
What, that I'm like drafting up like legal notes? What? Oh, a legal pad.
I'm thinking like pad, like a period pad.
Oh, no. I don't know.
I didn't hear the legal at first.
Legal pad is
you love these things.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know why I really like them? It's a little bit of nostalgia for me. My mom used to use them. Or she like still does. Like she's a pad and paper kind of gal.
That's so fun.
So I feel like I used to like go into my mom's office or like see her working and she would have like the yellow pad. And I'd be like, oh my God, I want to be like my mom. Like, So then I saw Eli Rallo posted something about how she doesn't use a planner. She only does like her to-do list, everything on this. This was like a year or two ago. Since then, no planner. I only do to-do lists and it's great because I just rip it off and throw it out.
Yeah,
and,
that part is nice. You don't have a whole book of stories.
Yeah, but it is kind of like memories in a way, I guess, of the plan. But like, are you going back through your old planners?
No, whenever I throw mine away or recycle it at the end of the year, I'm like, I'll just like do a brief scan and then I'm like,
There's nothing like, I mean, the only cool thing that would be in there if it's like a significant like date or something, that you're like, but then again, it's like,
you could frame that one. If
yeah,
you want.
I know. I have my journal for that I haven't touched in months because life is good right now, but
yeah, just you wait.
yeah. The legal pad is great though. So write your to-do list. I do like my little check off. And then you can like, I just have like a bunch of different running lists at once.
That's so fun. Different categories.
Yeah. I love it.
I love that. That makes sense. Like nostalgia too.
Yeah, I've realized it feels comforting in that way.
We're big nostalgia girls.
I know,
this is kind of a
we
nostalgia
are.
podcast. New category.
I was like, I've never heard of one of those before.
We're like at an event, someone asks us and I cut in and I'm like, oh, we're a nostalgic comedy podcast. Imagine.
We're unlocking new genres. Yeah.
All
right. I love gift giving, but it can definitely add up. I am seeing that hit my bank account in this season. But that is why this holiday season, I am shopping Quince. Quince is my go-to place for luxury essentials at affordable prices for everyone on my list. And this is including me. Quince offers a range of high quality items with prices that are within reach. They have 100% Mongolian cashmere sweaters from $50, washable silk tops and dresses, cotton sweaters, and comfy pants. And the best part is that all Quince items are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. So that's why I'm giving the gift of Quince's buttery soft cashmere to my nearest and dearest this year. You might be like, how are they getting these amazing prices? Well, Quince cuts out the cost of the middleman and passes the savings on to us by partnering directly with top factories. And Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices and premium fabrics and finishes, which we love. I love my Quince items. I have a really nice skirt from them. I have a really nice like button down that is in that washable silk that I'm wearing in the summer. I'm wearing in the winter. It's kind of just like a go-to in my wardrobe. It's giving luxury. It really is. Like the price, I couldn't believe it. Also, these were on my a bunch of items from Quince, I should say, were on my gift guides this year. I just think that if you want to give someone the gift once again of that luxury, like of cashmere and things like that, but you don't want to break the bank, Quince is the perfect way to do it because the quality is truly the same as the other brands that are just so much more. So get affordable luxury for everyone on your list with Quince. Go to quince.com/gals for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/gals to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/gals.
Next up, perfecting my travel routine. So this is because we're gals on the go. So this is only if you travel a lot, but once you I feel like we both have gotten it down, what time you like to leave your house, what airport you like. I'm very grateful that I have lounge access because of my credit card that I pay a little extra for, so I know I can do the lounge. These little things, know exactly what I need in my travel tote. I feel like after a while you get to know, oh, I always bring this, but I never end up using it. Stuff like that. Really perfecting it, the outfits, what you feel most comfortable in. Oh, I'm always cold on a plane. I always need a jacket. Just those little things. It just makes your world a better place.
That's great. Yeah, you do have your routine is peak efficiency. I'm over here with the 2 bags on my shoulder because that
stresses me out. But also I stress you out because I'm putting my nice bags in my check bag.
I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
I know.
Couldn't be me.
But that's why you do the 2.
Yeah.
Bags, right?
Yeah. Well, usually I do like the idea of traveling with a crossbody and then like a bigger bag.
Yeah. I like
so
that.
Usually I do that. But you're not supposed to check the nice items,
So scary.
Yeah. I actually did travel when I came back from Florida. We fly with Delta and we get like a free checked bag. I think is it with the credit card or whatever? I don't know.
Yeah, I get 2 free checked bags.
Yeah,
because the Delta credit. If you have the Delta credit card.
Oh, okay. I have it linked to like another credit card, so I only get one. I get one, so I always use it. But I traveled and did a rolling carry on the other day. I mean, you're on and off. Like it's amazing not having to wait for your bag. I see why people do it now.
Wait, you did that for Florida? You only packed a carry-on?
I have a lot of stuff down there.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't believe you didn't post about that. If I ever do, I'm posting about it.
Oh, you're like, I fit everything in this?
I'm like, guys,
dude,
look.
my outfits were whack on that trip, though. Like, did you not see them? They were absurd.
You, sent me a photo and you're like, ignore the whack outfit. I did not think it was wacky.
Okay. It was like my mom's, Rent the Runway top, and I had, a pair of, shorts there, so I was like, this will do.
I definitely know what you mean, though. I go home and I'm like, I have, workout outfits at home, and they're like...
Yeah,
mix match thing.
All my stuff down there is workout outfits. So I'm like,
yeah.
All right, I guess I'm just sport mode. Yeah.
Yeah, or it's like my mom's shirt. I know what you mean.
Yes. Yeah, making it work. Is it my turn? Oh, next I have air purifier. Now, like, do I see like the benefits of this? Like,
When you change the filter.
yeah, it's more like that. Like, am I like, oh, this clean, crisp air? No, but like, I feel like it's doing something good for me. So like, yes.
I think so. Living in a city like New York, I think it's
Yeah,
very beneficial.
especially after all of Airgate 2020, like 2023. Do you remember? I mean, the sky was
I was like,
orange.
Airgate.
Like the sky. Can we like talk about that?
The sky was
the
very
world was ending.
orange.
Like
That was a very weird day. Few days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was terrifying. Oh my gosh.
It was apocalyptic for sure.
So then I feel like everybody.
That's when you bought it, right?
Yeah, and then since then I've been so into my air purifier.
Yeah.
That's what it is, air purifier.
I like to use mine too because I burn a lot of candles. So I feel
Gets
like
the soot. Yeah,
the soot. I love that word. I can't believe it's spelled SOOT though.
soot.
Because Skims, one of their colors is soot. And I always would say suit. And I think you said, oh, I got the soot color. I was like, oh. It's
Unlock.
soot?
Is that how it's spelled? I actually didn't know. Oh.
Well,
I
at
feel like
least
it's just
Skims spells it
Yeah.
like that. But honestly, you never know.
That's just like a word I've never typed. Like I've only ever spoken aloud.
That's so true. A whole episode. We do a whole episode. Words we've never said out loud. Or no, words we've never typed.
We've never written down.
The next one that has made my world a better place. Outfit sandwiching. When I
me
say
about
this,
this.
do you know what this is?
Kind
guess.
of. It's like top one
So
color.
it could be a different thing. So for me, basically you have like one color and it's sandwiched in between another. So if I'm wearing today I'm not in a realistic world, I'm wearing a pink sweater. I would like to have pink shoes on to tie it in,
Okay.
or a bag. So like two of the same color. I just think it's so fun. I used to do that a lot when I wore a lot of green. I would wear like my green Bottega bag with my green Zara shoes, just something to pull them together. They don't have to be the exact same. I've been doing a lot with I have these cute little red heels and I was wearing a red sweater.
Oh, yes. That was such a good look. Yeah.
It pulls together, like if you're wearing a more neutral outfit or a more basic outfit, I guess. I think it's just really nice. Like I notice a lot of people, like I see it on Pinterest a lot. If you're just wearing like, kind of like what we're wearing, like a sweater and jeans. If you get like Nike Dunks, like if you're wearing like
the tie and
like
a
if
pink
you had like brown Nike Dunks, like,
Yes.
I think it looks like really uniform and why I say it makes my world a better place is because it makes picking out outfits really easy. Sometimes I'm like, let me just put a black boot and then it pulls the black top in with the blue jeans. It's just like a simple thing, but I like the word. I saw it on TikTok. I've already had been doing it, and then I saw there was a word for it. I was like, heck yeah.
I love a matchy look.
Yeah.
Like different shade. We love different shades of something.
Yeah.
Like different shades of brown, different shades of cream. Like what?
Different shades of brown and cream I feel like is the elite one.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to do like different shades of pink all together. Like it's hard.
Have you seen this like winter whites trend? Mm-hmm. I love it.
It's beautiful. It's graceful. It's lovely.
I think it's so
Snowy.
chic. Yeah, and it's making like it used to be like outlawed to wear white in the winter. Like why? That was so
Thank
stupid.
God that's over.
I know.
I love white.
I think it's so chic.
It's
Timeless
so
color.
chic. Like it's kind of coastal grand.
Yes,
But
yes.
winter grand.
And you could do. I did like a cream sweater and I have like a cream skirt the other night, like a satiny skirt. I was
That's
like, this is
perfect.
beautiful. Yeah.
I thought so. You said it first.
No.
What's next for you?
Next for me is book talk and clean talk. Now we just were talking about this. These are just two pockets of the internet that like when I'm feeling blue, like
Feeling like not yourself.
yeah, I find myself, and these communities just make me so happy. I think book talk really changed the world. Like, not to be dramatic, but like I really think it reinvigorated reading for this new whole generation, and I think it's such a. I'm trying to think of the right word. Useful place to find like book recommendations to find. I'm not in any particular book club, but I think it's a great place to like find people that are reading the same books as me and things like that. And then Clean Talk is just inspiring when I'm like, lazy or not feeling it. Like just
Clean Talk really inspires
it's
me.
inspiring to me and it's satisfying and it's like, all right, let's get up,
It hits all the gears in your brain.
It's sad. Oh my gosh, it just like hits that. It scratches that itch.
What's on Clean Talk, what's your favorite category to watch? I love this game.
Give me some
refrigerator organization? Do we bathroom
more.
reset, bed? Like,
well, I like a restock.
Okay, that's a category.
Yeah, I like a proper restock.
like
It's
fridge and snacks.
fridge and snacks, but also like cotton balls and like, changing out my
Yes.
toilet paper, just like refreshing the
Yes.
home. I love the like, oh, I'm having a friend come to my house, like guest bathroom refresh.
Clara always does that, and I love
cleaning
those.
and then like refreshing. I want to have that house one day that like someone stays in my guest room and it's like
I know.
sick.
I know.
I want that so
you
bad.
Will.
Yeah,
We will.
We both will. I know we both will, but.
It'll be
Like
a
the
new
full
adventure.
experience when you're like, oh my gosh, they love, and you could take anything.
Yeah. And you have like little minis in there.
Yeah,
full of them
yeah.
Of, like samples because we're so blessed we get so many
Uh-huh.
samples too. Oh, that would be so fun. And like you have little memorabilia on the wall that's like be my guest.
You have
the Wi-Fi code in there. Like make it a true hotel. Oh, I cannot wait for that era of life. My favorite to watch is I like seeing counters being cleaned. I like the dishes being done and then it's snapped and then it's a clean sink. I like how Nikki, you got me on Nikki, how she puts
so
ice and lemon
satisfying,
in
right?
the.
I know.
Oh my
the garbage disposal.
Yeah. It's beautiful. And then I also love when people make their beds and they make them all plush and hotel-y.
Yeah, that's so good. I'm still working on that. I actually had to have my parents give me like a bed making tutorial when I was with them in Florida the other day because I
You
was
don't
like,
make beds good?
not as like tightly tucked as they do.
Oh, me neither. Parents are the best at it.
It's so tight, and like I
Hot
actually.
and tight.
It's so funny when you have like a tight bed like that and you sleep in it. Will you like untuck it to like get comfy in it?
I try not to, but then you're like, oh, fuck it.
I try not to also like because I think it's so like
It's perfect.
Yes.
But then you want like a little bit more slack.
Yeah, but most of the time though, like the next morning, I was like, "My God, you didn't move last night because like I had it
That
so
means
tucked."
you
I'm like,
slept
"No,
well.
I love it. Like it's so cozy."
That means you slept well.
yeah, something about that tucked bed.
I could talk about that all
Yeah,
day.
I love that.
I don't know book talk as much, but I'm really happy you found your people.
Thank you. Yeah, well, it's not that I like peruse it often when it comes across my desk.
Yeah.
And then if I have a particular like thing that I'm like looking at, like
Yeah.
when I was reading Fourth Wing and stuff, I like found myself in the
that's
communities
fun.
of that, and it makes you feel like part of something. Like
100%.
I feel like I belong.
I'm sure the comment section's crazy and fun
Yeah,
too.
because it will be like like not relatable, but memes of sorts, or like the TikTok trend, but like for that book.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, this is hitting.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
All
That's
right.
really crazy.
So what do you have?
Listening to Frank Sinatra while cooking. He was on the Spotify Wrapped last week.
That's so Danielle Carolyn coded, but I love it for you.
I learned a lot of people do this though, not necessarily just Frank Sinatra, but if you have your genre, because sometimes I'm not in the mood to cook, but I am at the same time. I just need that extra push.
Yeah.
And for me, that's putting on Frank Sinatra, and I'm like, all right, it's game time, because I kind of associate Frank Sinatra with cooking.
Totally.
So it just makes it very enjoyable. I sing along to it. I twirl around my kitchen. I sizzle garlic and onion. It's main character, but whatever gets you to cook,
Yeah.
Because sometimes I get off my grind.
I'm way off it. We don't need to talk about it. What did I'm like, I have a donut in my bag right now. Like, that's my lunch. Like,
Yum. Sounds like
yeah,
yum.
love being nutritious. Next, I know you feel the same. Not using overhead lighting. This is the soundtrack to my life.
I know.
I've always been this way. And then I realized that it was like a universal thing that like it's particularly women I know feel this way.
Yeah, because guys like Ryan will walk in and just turn on. I'm like, whoa, that light.
That overhead lighting, it's harsh, it's abrasive, it's offensive, quite frankly.
It's offensive.
Yeah, I don't look the same as I look with
My makeup-
overhead lighting, right?
Your makeup looks so bad. Like bathrooms that have overhead lighting instead of the
It's
vibey.
cruel. It's cruel.
Cruel and unusual punishment.
Yeah.
No, it makes my skin look just all different colors.
And if you're not a person that's like, if you're a person that just like uses overhead lighting, because maybe that's what you're used to, that's fine. Highly suggest getting some good lamps, getting some good like
Yes.
little type of like plugins and stuff. But I also like darkness though. Like in my apartment at night, it's pretty dark.
Same.
Yeah. So
I love it.
I know.
I
I
have
would.
a couple candles lit.
I like it. It's like a wind down for me.
Yeah, it's like, okay, here comes the night.
Yeah. I know. Whenever I have people over though, I'm like, oh, sorry if my apartment's pretty dark. Like this is how I typically keep it.
I know. It's like temperature, but it's like, oh, this is how I typically keep the lights.
Yeah, I know. Because people are like,
They have to adjust.
I know. I feel like boys are always like, turn on the lights.
Like,
You
why would
know?
I do that?
I'm like, no, it's cozy.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
the
whole
ambiance.
idea.
I saw this TikTok of this girl. Everywhere her husband went, he would like turn the light on, and she would turn it off and replace it with some sort of lamp or lantern, and it was really fun to watch.
Yeah, do that. I'm honestly about to bring back freaking string lights. Mary mentioned that on her like hibernation episode because she was like, they're so like, it's like that warm glow. I need like a version of that that's like 2023 approved.
I know. Is there like a? You're right. I get because I took mine down in my childhood room last year because I was like, these are
like, I feel like they're passé, but then again,
they're
practical though, because it's like that warm glow and like gives a little bit of something without being too harsh.
I think they're still good if you like, maybe you don't have them hanging over your bed, but if you have them on like your, because I know where you.
Oh yeah, like my mantle, not mantle. Like
I was gonna say your mantle. Also, I was literally gonna say your
It's where my heater is though, so I have to think. Yeah, it's the windowsill kind of.
Talk to Daddy Michio about that, but with fire safety. The windowsill. I was gonna say mantle too. I
could totally put them on the windowsill. You're brilliant. Thank you.
And I think that's a new take on it.
Free idea. Thank you. Okay.
God, that reminds me of like Tumblr days. Nostalgia.
Yeah. All right. What do you have?
Oh, I know you love these two. Long friend catch up phone calls, FaceTime while you're doing something else, like on a walk, cleaning. If I totally do this all the time, but I hate folding laundry. So if I call someone, it just makes the time go by.
That's smart.
And it's like I got my time in with my friend that month, because I think we have a couple close friends that we might not text every day, but like that phone call, that hour-long phone call hits.
That's how I communicate with most of my friends these days, I would say. Like my long distance friends, it's like more so, or even my friends that are here, it's more so like, oh, let's get dinner and like catch up. Like, I don't know. I
full
feel
download. I mean, that's how you and I operate, honestly.
Yeah. I prefer that versus like, how are you? Good. Like, give me meaningful, like, tell me how you really are. Like, oh, or I know you had that big meeting last week. Like, how was it? You know?
Yeah. Tell me about that thing you posted on your story.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me the full download. Not everybody has the time, I feel like, to text all the time or like to keep up. So I feel like those are way more meaningful ways to communicate. That's how like my parents talk to their friends. I don't know if you're.
How I talk to my parents.
Me too.
Oh, we always say, "Oh, I'm due for a long mom call." My dad texts a lot, but my mom, it's like a big phone call. I'm like, okay, I got to get prepared.
Yeah.
Strap in, get the gossip ready.
Yeah, that's so funny. This is vulnerable. I don't call my dad unless I like have a question or something. My mom, like, I have the calls with her and like she'll be like, oh, like she'll put on speaker sometimes and like my dad would be there, I guess. But
cute.
Like,
no, but like that makes sense. They live in the same house and they're always together. She could pass it on. My parents are divorced and they don't live together. So
no, I know.
So I will. It's okay.
I'm
it's
sorry.
not sad.
No, but some people, I've noticed that this is a thing. Like,
I think maybe because
I'll call my dad or I'll call my mom. Like, I'm like, oh no, I just call my mom.
Yeah, no, that completely makes sense.
But I feel like she's like my bestie, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like the two musketeers.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, Mom, you need to get a load of this.
Yeah.
Did you, over Thanksgiving, did you see Olivia Marcus's TikToks with her mom?
Yes. Obsessed.
They kind of reminded me of you and your mom, too, a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I need to get my nails done. Mom, can we get our nails done? Not that I wouldn't do that, but like, I just
It's
thought of
so
you.
me, though. Yeah. I'm like, I gotta call my best friend. I'm home.
Yeah.
Mom, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's so funny.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
I love it.
Whose turn is it? I don't even know what we're talking about. The long call catch up, you said. Totally agree, though. Mm-hmm. Do you schedule them? Or are you more so like, hey, are you around?
A little bit of both. Yeah. How about you?
I'm like, hey, are you around, kind of.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll be like, if they try to call me the night before, I'm like, okay, tomorrow night, let's do it.
Gotcha.
Tomorrow night we ride.
Yeah, tomorrow night we have a chat. Mm-hmm.
Just depends.
Next, date night. This is not just like,
no.
I think it's important to obviously like go on dates in your relationship.
No,
whatever.
it's so cute,
my
Brooke.
God. But I think like having intentional time where you're like, hey, we're going to this new restaurant, or like, hey, we're doing this thing. Because I think as you get further, I would say with relationships too, I wouldn't call it like date night, but I would say like planning, like we could call this quote like the date night rule, but it's more so like the planning outings rule. Like of being like, we're going to this new place. We're going to go to the holiday market. We're going to go, like making it a thing and like a night out. I really do love a date night though, because it gives me an excuse to dress up. Like we both dress nice. Like it feels like romantic and nice in that way. Yeah.
I agree. Your anniversary's coming up soon, right?
No, 2 years.
2 years. I was about to say 3. It feels like longer in a good way.
No, I was thinking about that. You get to a point where I'm like, wow, like majority of my like, not memories, obviously like, I have so many memories before that, but recent experiences that I'm like recounting, I'm like, oh, you were there. Yeah. I'm like, wow, that's so weird.
That's crazy. Like he was at our last round of live shows in New York. It's so crazy.
I don't know. Time is flying in a good way. Let's talk about the underwear that I'm obsessed with. I can't keep it to myself, okay? It's the Fits
Everybody collection by Skims. This is their best kept secret. You've probably heard of Skims, or maybe you're like me and you've shopped it for years and years and years. But this is the underwear that you're going to want to turn to, because the feeling is like no other underwear that I've worn before. It's soft and stretchy, but it also like melts on your body. I truly forgot I'm wearing it. And I have been, like I said, a Skims customer for so long, but this underwear is where you need to go. You change all of your underwear to it ASAP, okay? I don't think I could go back to other underwear. Now that I know about this, the dipped thong is absolutely amazing. I'm starting to get it in so many different colors because I feel like it's great just like underneath dresses and skirts and things like that. But also if I'm wearing like white pants, I love like the nude. It's super comfy. I also love the t-shirt bra. You guys know I have a larger chest, so I feel like it's definitely a little more challenging for me to find bras that I feel really comfortable in and that once again look good with a t-shirt. So I love the t-shirt bra. I also love their bralettes. These are like my go-to if I just want, you know, if I'm wearing like a sweater or something, and I know I probably should be wearing a bra because let's be real, like I need it, but I want to be comfy. I love the bralettes. They're amazing. So the cool thing about these products and the Fits Everybody collection is that it's super lightweight, it molds to your body, and the buttery soft fabric stretches to twice its size without ever losing its shape. So you might like see it and then you'd be like, how is this going to fit me? I swear it is like a miracle product. Like it just stretches to twice its size, but then goes right back to it. It's amazing. It's available in sizes extra, extra small to 4X. So it truly fits everybody. I wear a medium in the underwear, by the way, and then I go like true to my size for the actual bras. And I also wear a large then if I'm just getting like one of the bralettes or something, if that helps you guys. So you can believe the hype. Skims has over 100,000 5-star reviews for a reason. I'm one of them. I am beyond obsessed. The Skims Fits Everybody and more best-selling essentials are available now at skims.com. Plus, get free shipping on orders over $75. After you place your order, be sure to let them know we sent you. Select podcast in the survey and be sure to select our show in the drop-down menu that follows. So once again, click Gals on the Go on the drop-down menu. And if you missed the big news, Skims reinvented underwear for women and now they're doing it for men. Yep, I got this for my brother and my boyfriend for the holidays. This is also available at skims.com.
What do you have? What's next?
I was gonna say something else.
Oh, you have something else?
I haven't.
What?
I need Brooke and bedtime soon because
yeah.
I don't have any good jokes right now. Because you know the one time when you dropped the pan and you were like, "Sweetie," like, are you guys still like that? Are you still like because he's studying away. But like we haven't done like a double date.
No, I know we haven't done a double date, but we around the live shows and stuff.
No, I know. I just miss seeing. Brooke in girlfriend mode is just so different.
I know.
It's like warm and cool. It's cute.
Yeah, we definitely have like.
Are you still like that?
Yeah, but a lot of it is more like private language and stuff. Like like it. I feel like I can shut it off in public.
Yeah, you do. Oh my God, yeah. But it's like sometimes it slips.
Yes.
And that's my favorite.
I know. I try to use like endearing words and stuff.
It's
like,
so
oh my God,
sweet.
why am I being like this?
Because that's who you really are.
Yeah.
It's in your inner heart.
It's deep in me.
It's a compliment.
That's how it comes out.
Cute.
No, it is.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
It's my turn now.
Last one?
The last
I know.
Hour-long walks in the early hours of the day. The new thing I've been trying. So we've had a lot of like morning things recently, and I just find I'm not going to work out in the afternoon. I just don't. Every now and then I'll do like an afternoon Pilates or something, but I really notice I don't work out unless I do it in the morning. But sometimes I don't want to do like a high intensity thing in the morning. So if I wake up, like let's say I have something at 9, I'm going to wake up at 7 and I go for an hour-long walk. I'm like living a little closer to the west side now, so I really enjoy walking on the Chelsea High Line. It's so nice in the early morning, and I've said this before, but you just feel like part of an elite group of people, and it's really just made my days better. I'm even more tired at night before I go to bed, which is a good thing. I mean that in a good way, because I'm just like, oh, I'm worn out. You already have hit 10,000 steps by 9 a.m. It's really, if you have the privilege to do so, it's just so lovely.
That is an elite group of people. You should definitely be.
I'm not part of it a lot, but when I am, I'm like, I'm here, guys. Hey, what's up? What's the cool new lingo?
What's the hot goss?
Yeah, what's the hot goss?
I love that.
Yeah, it's
I do love a walk myself.
They're the best.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't gone for like an intentional walk in a minute, but
you like walk to Soul Cycle. That's a good walk.
Yeah, like somehow I always hit a lot of steps, and I'm like,
yeah, you're a walker. I feel like whenever I'm with you, you're like, well, we could walk.
Yeah. given the opportunity,
Unless
I'm
we're
gonna
in
walk.
heels.
Speaking of walking and kind of staying warm in general, this changed my life. I used to despise living in like a cold climate place, like where I would be like, oh, it's almost winter. What am I gonna do?
Winter's coming.
Yeah, winter's coming. There's 2 hacks I would say to like living in a cold climate place if you're transitioning to that, or if you're just like, wow, I hate the winter. Not that they'll help with like your seasonal depression or anything, but they'll just make it a little more bearable.
Yeah.
Number 1 is getting a good winter coat. That's obvious, but like seriously, I'm telling you,
Some
like,
people just are like,
they'll be
my
like,
bomber will do.
yeah. No, it
will
won't-
not do.
It will not do. Don't even like layer up with like people will be like, oh, I'll wear the light bomber, but like I'll wear a sweatshirt underneath. No. No. Get yourself a good jacket. Like, and that could mean different things for everybody. So do that at your own discretion. That's number 1. And number 2 is who told who about this, the Uniqlo Heat Tech line? Did you tell me about this, or did I?
No, I think we went to American Dream and you were like, I've heard of this.
Yes.
I didn't tell you about it.
This line, it's amazing. It's like perfect. And I've also just gotten more into just like layering pieces in general. Like if I wear a sweater, but it's a cold day, like I'll wear a long sleeve underneath it.
No one will
I'd
even
rather
know.
be warmer. Mm-hmm. And this line is great. It's like long sleeves and whatever. I think I don't know if it's like made for skiing, but I feel like
it's useful.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed. I've turned a lot of people onto it after we went. Like I need to go back and get a few more because I only have like one black one white one.
Yeah, I'm due to get actually some
turtleneck.
like white, like nice.
They
cream
probably have
ones
other
and
stuff.
I have like a turtleneck. That's the Heat
Yeah.
Tech line. That's like more of like a fleecy.
I have that.
You have that one too?
But I think we both probably bought the same starter pack.
Yeah.
But they're so great and they're so warm and they look cute on their own too if you just wear them with like jeans.
Yeah, totally.
And they're just so warm and they're so great to layer.
Yeah. I feel like actually like the few times, I don't think I'm skiing this year, the few times that I did ski, like learning how they like the skiing logic of like
Yeah,
layering
yeah.
up and applying that to my everyday. I'm like, cold? Never heard of her. Yeah.
No, I think it's good because then, especially if you're someone who gets cold a lot, like I feel like even when we went to Chicago, you were like, I just get cold, so I'm gonna bring my thick jacket or coat. Should
Yeah.
I say? And
Yeah.
you were never.
I'd rather be
upset about the
over
cold.
prepared
Yeah,
than under prepared.
Definitely.
Another this was yours is the hand warmers. That's a game changer.
Yeah, I almost broke those out last night.
I used one a few days ago.
Yeah, they're great.
Cracked open.
They're in your pocket and they're so you can put them on your face if your nose cheeks get cold. Or they have I have to charge my portable one.
Yeah, you have the portable ones.
Yeah.
I noticed that my fingers get really cold to the point that like when I get home, if they're like out and I'm doing like an hour walk or whatever with no gloves, let's just say, then like I feel like they're like tight and like
I know.
almost I'm like, do I have arthritis? Like
I know, you
what's
should,
wrong
like,
with me?
Run them under hot water.
Yeah,
Thaw 'em
warm
out.
up.
Yeah.
So that's why keep yourself warm, people. Change
Someone
my
needs
life.
to invent actual good mobile friendly gloves because they never work for me.
You're so right, and you click it like a million
and
times.
you're like, oh my god, I bought these because they were for the
Yeah,
smartphone.
yeah.
I think they just need to be perfectly fit on you. Is what they're otherwise a little too long.
Yeah,
so
you're so right.
Like, why can't they just make the whole thing that material? You know how they have it on the tips of the fingers? Why can't the whole glove be that, or will it lose the point?
I actually just bought gloves. I can't say if they're like good or not. I haven't used them outside yet, but they were like sized. I'm like, I don't know what size I am in gloves. Like small, medium, large gloves. I'm like, how do I know what size I am?
Yeah, what'd you do?
Medium.
You
Because
have
that was
long
safe.
fingers, like pretty long
Thanks.
fingers.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Keep going. Long legs.
Long way.
I'm kidding.
You do have
Wow,
nice
this was such a fun episode.
This was so fun. I hope it inspired you guys to just find those little moments or
Things
bigger
that bring you
moments.
joy. It could be anything.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I want to see y'all's list.
Y'all's.
List. There it is. There she is. If you guys are coming to our live show this week, we're so excited.
Oh my gosh, so excited.
New York.
Wow. I can't even believe it's here. It's
I can't
happening.
wait. I still don't know what I'm wearing, so can't wait to see what I wear.
I need to get.
We have options, but you know.
My thing altered. I need to bring her in.
Bring her on home, John B. Bring her on home.
I feel like that changed your life, getting things altered.
that did. I should have put that.
Because
I've been getting
you
a
like
lot
did
of
a whole
things.
hype up of that recently to me. You were like, it makes things fit better and like you feel more confident and stuff. Yeah.
Well, because you're like, I won't. But like, it's really changed a lot. You're so right.
Yeah.
Brooke. You know me so well. So add that to the list. We love you guys.
So much. Thanks so much for listening. If you enjoyed, please go rate our podcast and review. If you're on
Yeah.
Spotify, you could just click 5 stars. It literally takes 2 seconds out of your day, and it's a nice thing to do. You can also, if you're watching on YouTube, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe. Share it with a friend.
Yes. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.